We always go to see every little step it goes before we go. No, we don't have technical problems.
Welcome to another Woods Report. So today I was like, the news was kind of boring to me today. Mm-hmm. It wasn't really nothing that really sparked. The stuff that was like the celebrity stuff was boring. Who cares about Lori Harvey? Lori Harvey breaking up with that dude.
Well, some people are.
They
follow her. Some people follow her.
But she only gonna be with them always. Every time she dates somebody, she date them for a month, and then she'll move on.
You'll be surprised how fans and even haters are into people's lives.
Yeah, where I gotta do the drive-bys again because that's a drive-by.
That's a drive-by.
Timberland, just let it go. It's
Justin
froze.
Timberland?
No, Timberland. The music said put a muzzle on Britney Spears. People got mad about that.
Is that gonna last long?
I don't know. We frozen, y'all. I'm looking at the thing. It says we frozen, but I'll look and see if it'll come back. But I told you it's always something. Always something.
There we go.
See, that's why I said just let it go. I saw Lovely T because I watched Lovely T, and her thing froze, and she just kept going.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm thinking, just keep going.
People just deal with the technical problems. The main TV news do. Do
they freeze?
They'll freeze, or their mic is not working.
Keep going.
Just
the TikTok people keep going though.
Oh, they do?
Mm-hmm. Unless they kick us out. Okay. So I probably got to change some numbers again because it says it's not receiving enough video. So for me, I feel like I probably got to change some numbers again because I had it as a third world country. So maybe I got to change it or something.
Keep it the third world country?
No, to fit whatever this new thing we got. Oh. So we'll see. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, we made history today.
And some people, when we announce this news, there are people who sit in their homes and think, you guys, we're letting you, the opportunities are there for Blacks to be, to advance. Why are you guys still fussing and fighting over, justice for all kind of thing? Yeah. And you're like, wow.
Who cares?
They even wanted to shut us up after we had a Black president.
They wanted to shut Black people up once we was freed as slaves. You freed as slaves, for God's sake.
Yeah,
get over it.
Get over it.
So that's why I'm like, it doesn't matter.
Get over it.
Anytime, anything. You had Martin Luther King, for God's sakes. Get over it.
Okay.
Everything.
Now you want 40 acres and a mule? Yeah. Oh, quit now.
That's not gonna happen. And then how many mules do we get? How many mules?
I don't want no mule. Now 40 acres, I'll take. I don't want no mule. Oh Lord, we should give our mule to whoever they tend to 10 animals and stuff, and he'll pay us for our mules.
Right. So that's the whole reparations thing, and that's a whole nother conversation that we can have. And I think we have difference of opinion on it. I think, don't we?
Yeah. And one day I do want to talk about
I'm for it, but not the way they put pictures.
I kind of agree with you.
Oh, okay.
The reasons how you gave reasons you listed.
You don't need to give Black people a check.
Thank you.
But if you want to pour into the communities and all of that, I'm for that.
I definitely agree with that. One day I do want to talk about the invisible beauty. That
we can talk about that tomorrow because you're not ready now. Unless you're ready.
No, I'm not ready now. I want to write my points down.
Yeah.
But just
do how you did that other one. That other documentary.
Little bits and pieces of
it. We are people. What is it? The people something. The Black one we did.
Oh,
we stand the people or something.
I don't know. I think Emerald, whoever, they saw it. Somebody saw the documentary.
But this one is called
We the People, maybe?
We the People, I think. This one is called Invisible Beauty.
Yes.
Kadeem Hardison's mom, she was like a model.
She was a model.
And she went on to be like a manager and director and producer,
her
all this
own
other
modeling
stuff.
agency.
But all the stuff she had to go through being a dark-skinned Black woman back in the day when that wasn't accepted.
Yes.
So that's a good one.
She was the voice for them.
So that's a good one.
Not for them, but for Black women.
Right. So you can talk maybe a little bit at a time. So if y'all want to watch
it may not be as detailed as the We the People. I probably can write my points down because she basically... what she was fighting for is just all in one.
So if you guys want to watch that, That's what we're going to be talking about.
Invisible beauty.
We should probably just do that all the time. Since you've been watching all these documentaries.
Yeah, I like
because you can talk about Tyler Perry's documentary.
I was watching a documentary of Al Green. I went.
Did they show him getting the grits thrown on him?
No, they talked about it. Al Green was mainly in the church first.
My mother, every time you talk about Al Green, her only story is that he got those grits thrown on him.
Everybody know him by the grits. And it was a married woman and he didn't know she was married. Right. And she got a little lost it because he was trying to get her, you know. But I love Al Green. When I was in college, I wanted his greatest hits. That dude can sing. I heard him crooning and stuff in the documentary, but I didn't know he was basically, his gospel is his roots.
Whatever
like most
you
people, I guess.
Do.
Yeah.
It's all right with me.
You doing Tina's version.
I am. You
gotta move like Tina.
That to me. I like her version.
I mean, any version Tina does is good, but you can't take that away from Al Green.
Oh, baby, that's him. Let's stay together. Loving you whether times are good or bad, happy or sad. Ooh, oh, yeah. People don't do that no more. Times is good and bad, they out of there.
I love Al Green. Go ahead.
All right, so let's say hi to everybody before we get on. We came on actually on time. That's the only reason why.
I know. Y'all probably like, oh, they on quick.
Yeah, we never come on at 6.
Ooh, they on quick.
Wendy says, hey, sisters. Hey, Rosebud says, good day, ladies. Yes, I hope she does what needs to be done because Philly is out of the pocket. Uh-oh. Wendy says, Philly got a black female mayor, Cheryl Parker Bowe. Wendy says, no taxes for 10 years, that would be good for me. Okay. Rosebud says, yes, no taxes and do something about this gun violence. And then Wendy saying, hey, Rose. So Rosebud must live in Philly too. Mm-hmm. Or near there. Mm-hmm. Well, Cheryl Parker makes history. Philly elects the first black woman mayor. Parker easily beat her Republican rival, David O., in a city where registered Democrats outnumber Republicans 7-1. Yeah, if she lost that would be just ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Philadelphia voters have elected Cheryl Parker as the city's 100th mayor, making her the first woman and first black woman.
So first woman?
First woman.
Because we've had our women mayors.
And first black woman to hold the post. Her defeat of Republican opponent, City Councilman David O. Tuesday was hardly a surprise. Parker succeeds fellow Democrat and outgoing mayor Jim Kenney, who is term limited. See?
What now?
That's the reason why he had to get out, because of term. We wish it was just because he just... See, why we got to do that for people to get out of there? So that's...
I forgot that you have limitations on some terms.
Parker told supporters at her victory party at the Sheet Metal Workers Hall on South Columbus Boulevard that her message resonated with a diverse group of voters. That I would put to great use everything inside of me, my lived life experience, she said, my professional experience, my academic preparation, that I would put it all of it to great use, and I will make Philadelphia, let's hear this, the safest, greenest big city in the nation with economic opportunity for all. Let's see if she can turn around Philly. Because right now, Philadelphia doesn't have a good reputation.
Chicago don't either.
No, Chicago don't either. But at least we got a nice downtown. We've been able to maintain that.
But it's hard. If that's the struggle for every mayor that lives in these types of cities, is to make it safer.
In May, and now we have the migrants, so forget it. You stepping over them going into Louis Vuitton store in Michigan Avenue. Excuse me, Jose. Oh, excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. I'm going Burberry for a minute. You mind me going in and buying a $5,000?
You put it out the way.
Excuse me, migrant family. I gotta go in there and buy a shirt.
Get your little girl, please.
Thank you,
ma'am. Get your little girl.
Little girl hanging on the door as you open the door.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah. Michigan Avenue.
Yeah.
Or at the airport. You trying to get to a plane, you stepping over migrant families in the airport. And it's not even cold yet.
Wow.
And they come from, a lot of people come from Venezuela. I'm not going to get off. Okay. Which is 60 degrees. Why did they're in Chicago. That's like.
I'm thinking this is the sanctuary cities are the coldest cities in this country.
That's not a sanctuary. That's a freeze box.
They come to 70, 80 degrees to Chicago, whatever.
And they trying to get out of here. The little bit of cold we had, they trying to go back to Venezuela.
And that ain't even cold. Whoa, we had cold where your tears freeze up.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
All right, anyway. In May, the 51-year-old native of Northwest Philadelphia beat her party rivals in a crowded primary. You sound like the Republican Party right now. And all of them pitting against each other, and Trump is leading. And by those knucklebirds, nobody getting out, they're going to split whatever little tiny vote they have, and he's going to get the Republican nomination. At least if it was 1 against 1, then you can at least make the argument on who needs to go against Trump.
Thank you.
But nobody's going to get out.
Well, they fussing tonight on their
they'll be on tonight.
Crazy tonight.
They'll be on tonight at
debate.
And you know the war is going to come up. You know the war is going to come up. What's going on in Gaza? And the only part I
want to hear what's Ramaswamy going to say?
He's a moron. The only part I don't agree with Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley is she is a what is that word?
Bulldog.
She will
pit bull.
She likes blood. Like she'll bomb everything.
Pit bull.
She worse than a pit bull.
Ooh.
That's the only thing I don't like about her. All the other stuff I like about her.
She like Reagan then.
She's like Reagan.
She's a female Reagan.
She's worse than Reagan. Though.
Reagan don't play when it came.
Reagan at least be like, can you stop for a second and let some humanitarian in? No, Nikki's like, no, let it all go.
They all going down.
She's the hard.
Well, her and DeSantis then is a little bit.
DeSantis is the same way.
If they come across the border, he was just going to take them out. Yeah, really. Yeah.
Well, anyway, it says Parker. We keep going back to this lady.
I don't know.
Parker served 5 terms in Harrisburg as state representative. You can tell this is a drive-by story, honestly. I really don't. I don't want to spend too much time on this.
That's unfair.
She's the first African-American
we got some people from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's in the state of Pennsylvania, but they're from Philadelphia. You who probably like, speak about her.
She said she was raised. So I told you that I was born to a single teenage mother. I was raised by my grandparents.
Story.
No, he's born in the house of shoe with everything is worse. The woman with the story with the woman that lived in the shoe that had so many kids she didn't know what to do. That's him. He's the worst story in the world. My house was the house. I lived the house on the street. It was shaped like a shoe. We had so many kids in the house, we didn't know what to do.
Single parent.
You be like, didn't I hear this story before?
I had a single parent.
They called me Mushmouth. I look like the Cosby kids. The one with the hat, that was
me.
His
eyes go through the hat.
One day you'll be the president.
You would be. Or even in his administration team.
One day you'll be president. Because you know they sing all the time. One day, Mushmouth, you'll be president.
Whatever the
one day you'll be president.
Every situation, it'll be turned into a song. A joke isn't a joke if you hurt someone. Hurt someone. A joke isn't a joke when you feel sorry when you're done. So Mushmouth grew up with songs in his neighborhood. One day you'll be with Trump. Whoa. Anyway. That was Bill Cosby, though, boy.
Don't talk about Mr. Slipping the Pills.
Oh, gosh.
Mr. Fun Time.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I told you that I was born a single mother, whatever, raised by grandparents, that my grandmother collected welfare and subsidized food to take care of me.
Okay.
So she knows what it's like to be on SNAP.
Welfare.
To be on SNAP.
Okay.
Oh, you hot, huh? Yeah.
Well, that went on.
I normally turn the fan on. Yeah. All right, here we go. All right. All
the
other times it's getting in my ear. It's cold. I can't even think
it's
right.
It's getting in my new growth. Yeah. My new growth. I got to keep that together.
But now you want the fan on, huh?
Yeah, because I don't want my edges curling up.
All right.
Go ahead.
Boy, I tell you, black women. All right, let's get off of it. We obviously don't care about this lady's story.
I do care because, in fact, they had a black mayor in Gary, Indiana, but I think she's no longer the mayor.
Indiana's horrible.
I pray that she does well.
Yeah. Well, she says here, Parker will inherit a city where gun violence has killed more than 360 people this year alone and wounded an additional 1,161 as of November 5th. So she promised to hire 300 new police officers, aggressively target low-level crimes, and bring the National Guard in. I guess if she has to.
Okay, she ready.
So let's hope she do good. You're right. This is a good story.
She ready.
You're right. This is a good story because whether we live in Philadelphia or not, it's the first black female, and it's a city that people have been dogging out. So she could turn that around. Then people will say, okay.
Remember, we've been saying for the last few months that this is the year for black women.
Yeah, you're right. So let's see.
Let's go.
All right, let's see here. Y'all going crazy in here. I bet y'all talking about Philadelphia. Let me see. Wendy says, no, Philly got no taxes for 10 years. Okay, Rosebud says no taxes, yay. Everybody saying hi to each other. Rosebud said that song is my jam. Probably something we were singing. Marvin Gaye, probably. Christopher C is Al Green. Marvin Gaye. Al Green. Christopher C says, hello, ladies.
Hello, everybody.
Y'all better sing. He said sang.
All right.
He say sing. He said sang.
Sang is singing.
Everybody saying hi to everybody. Rosebud said Kenny wanted it anyway. Is that the Cosby Kids? Was there one named Kenny?
I don't know.
Christopher C said every elected office should have term limits. I agree.
Yeah.
You guys are in a good mood this evening. Yeah, let's see how long that lasts. And Rosebud says,
hits us every now and then.
Yes, Philly needs a National Guard. Well, let's see. She said she
do too.
Yeah, she said she gonna bring him. Well, Trump said he was going to send a National Guard in.
Oh, we can't listen to it.
See, y'all sound like
his rhetoric.
That sounds like Trump, though.
Diarrhea of the mouth.
Yeah, that sounds like Trump.
Okay.
All right, so that was that story, y'all.
Okay.
New Philadelphia, Sherelle Parker.
Love you.
Yes, I do. We always do the same part.
Philadelphia free.
Let's do another part of that song. Shine a light, I love you.
No, shine a light to the eyes of the one that behind. Shine a light, shine a light. Shine a light, won't you shine a light? Philadelphia freedom, I love you. Yes, I do. Philadelphia freedom, don't you know I love? We keep singing the same stupid song over again. Isn't there another Philadelphia song? I don't know.
The song with Tom Hanks.
That's it.
No, Bruce Springsteen. That movie, y'all know from Philadelphia.
But it was Philadelphia Freedom that was in that movie.
No. It was Bruce Springsteen's Philadelphia song.
I don't know his song. I know the America song with him.
No. It's the
Philadelphia. Y'all know it, put it in the chat.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what Philadelphia song Bruce Springsteen sings.
Bruce Springsteen.
I was thinking of the Will Smith. Do he say Philadelphia in his
Oh, this is a story about how my life got twisted upside down. And I like to take a minute, just sit right there and tell you how I became prince of a town called Bel Air. I pulled up. Well, no, that's different. Okay. I was something about.
He didn't say Philadelphia though. He didn't say Philly. I thought he had Philly.
Maybe
in there.
He didn't have that in there. We know he's from Philadelphia.
Okay.
No, in West Philadelphia. Born and raised. It's the first line.
All right.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised. On the playground is where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, relaxing, shooting some hoops, something b-ball outside of the with a couple of guys who were up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, your mama went to Uncle Bel Air. I whistled for a cab and when it came near, the dice said something, license plate something there. If this thing, I thought this thing was weird, but I thought, forget it. Y'all home to Bel Air. All right. I pulled up to the house around 7 or 8 and I yelled to the cab, y'all home, smell you later. Looked at my kingdom, I was finally there. Sat on my throne, that's the Prince of Bel Air. Then a couple of years, I went up to the stage and I slapped right in his face. And I married a woman and I almost lost trolling. She always tells me. I thought I was married for 30 years, but then it turned out we wasn't married at all. And I had some.
Oh, God.
I'll add on to to the whole story with him. All right. No, what's this Bruce Springsteen is this one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, hold on. It's going to be stuck in my head. You know this song.
Bruce Springsteen, something with Philadelphia.
What is this? You don't know this one?
Sorry,
Streets
Bruce.
of Philadelphia.
Sorry, Bruce. I don't know.
Y'all know that song? The streets of Philadelphia. No. All right. Anyway.
Elton John. Sorry.
Philadelphia. Okay, never mind. Go ahead. All right, y'all. So the latest. What was y'all saying in the thing? Hold on. Christopher Rosebud says yes. Philly needs a National Guard. Wendy says born in the USA. Oh yeah, that's his other song. Rosebud laughing. Christopher C says streets of Philadelphia. The streets of Philadelphia. That's Bruce Springsteen. Wendy says you're moving with your something uncle something double air. What does that mean? You moving with your ITN uncles? Excuse me. The Bel Air. I moved him with my
uncle and auntie in Bel Air.
Yeah, you're right.
She does a little finger.
And then,
not even his mom.
And then she says my hometown.
Okay.
All right, this is the latest. Democrats won big on abortion rights Tuesday, apparently. Mm-hmm. Here's what the results say.
Voting was yesterday.
For the U.S. going into 2024. Mm-hmm. Democrats had plenty of good news to celebrate in Tuesday's off-year elections and more evidence that they can win races centered on the national debate over abortion. That's the only way they're going to win. Because Biden is horrible.
Well,
they're going to do the same. This is
well,
like.
Then they leave it to the states.
This is like a redo of Biden versus Trump. First time Biden ran with Trump, people voted against Trump. They didn't vote for Biden. He only won because people was afraid if Trump got into office. So to be honest with you, and I really think this is the truth, I think Democrats want Trump to win the nomination, and I think they want him to run against Biden.
Why?
Because people don't like Trump, and they will vote for Biden because they don't like Trump so much. That's what I think. Any other Republican, if Nikki Haley went up against Biden, she'll win. Mm-hmm. But they think people can stand Trump so much that if we put him up against Biden, he'll win. That's what I think.
I know they had Hillary Clinton on The View today, and she did speak about, even though the polls are saying this about Biden and whatever, she said, remember, they did that with Obama too.
They did that with her.
And they did, she said, with me and Obama. Because we thought he was going to lose.
She thought she was going to win so much, she didn't even start going to places.
I know.
She didn't even go to the battleground places like he was going to, Trump, because she thought she had it in the bag.
Mm-hmm. But Joy was right when she brought up that whole electoral thing. It's funny because Electoral College, Leslie from the Saturday Night Live, she said, y'all just don't realize how much we don't know about our whole voting process.
Redistricting and all of that.
California, she said, we was just floating, hey, smoking, getting high. We don't care. She come to New York and the East Coast. She said, y'all know y'all politics.
Yeah.
And she said, Whoopi, I hate to say this, but I thought Electoral College was an actual college.
Thank you.
And she was
they redistrict. The Republicans are doing a lot of redistricting in a lot of these battleground states. So where they redistrict it to, let's say you in a place where 90% is black. Well, they know that district is going to vote Democrat. So they go in and they redraw the maps. And they say, we need to throw some white people up in there. So let's redraw the streets and let's put some white people over in there and redistrict it. So now it's not 90% going. It's you don't know where it's going to go now.
Exactly.
I told you Republicans play chess and Democrats play checkers.
But even watching that documentary, electoral vote, a lot of it was stemmed. It was the foundation of it was dealing with
slavery and race.
Slavery.
Well, it says the Democrats have plenty of good news to celebrate in Tuesday's off-year elections and more evidence that they can win races centered on the national debate over abortion. Abortion rights supporters won an Ohio ballot measure, and the Democratic governor of Beat Red, Kentucky, held onto his office by campaigning on reproductive rights and painting his opponent as an extremist. I told you I didn't want the black man to win in Kentucky because, number one, he's a Trumpster. And he did not, he was the one, he was an attorney general, and he didn't prosecute the officers who took the life of Breonna Taylor. He didn't see that it was he was attorney general, and he didn't bring any charges.
And what was his reason not doing that?
He didn't see no evidence that there was wrong. Here's the thing. Yes, it was evidence that it was wrong. It was a no-knock warrant. And you got to look at the history of the people who was doing the shooting.
Yes.
The history of the cops.
Thank
you. He was, again, he actually thought he was going to bring his bucket head and black people was going to vote for him because he's black.
We remember.
They did that with the Herschel Walker.
Yeah.
They think black people are stupid.
Yeah.
I'm going to vote for a werewolf. Why? Because he's black.
Yeah, I think a lot of times when they bring out, when they come across like Ramaswamy, I think he probably thinks people are like, Lulu, what you say? Oh, he look good. I'm gonna vote for him.
He don't look good.
No, people are.
Oh, you saying general?
Stupid stuff that people say. Tim Scott.
Yeah, Tim Scott.
So yeah, maybe he did. He like Leslie Jones was saying, we don't understand all that's going on. We don't educate ourselves.
But Tim Scott he didn't do what that guy did.
Yeah.
That's why he don't have to worry about, you can just say you don't like his politics. Like, I don't agree with,
I don't like when he said that the blood is on Biden's hands.
Right, but that's not enough.
The whole Israel thing.
That's not enough for black people to go against you.
That's true.
The Breonna Taylor was.
We look at how you handle situations like Breonna Taylor.
Exactly.
And George
you could be a Trumpster. Because according to them, the guys in the hood outside are voting for Trump. Because he's outside. He's like us. Hey, get it on a Ralphie over there.
Outside.
He's outside.
But
the judge is telling them to shut up in court. And they're coming down on him. He's like one of us.
I was thinking of those shows that showed Judge Mathis or the other Judge Brown when the black person be in the courtroom getting smart with him.
Right.
You get smart with me? I'm the judge. You get smart with me. And they love when Trump stand up and
They told him to to answer that question. And he said, I'm not answering the question. What do you think about that, Judge?
Yeah.
And the judge told him to shut up. Yeah, he's outside. He's one of us now. He's outside.
Oh, my God. Yes. And they half the time they don't vote.
Right.
So, okay, we'll see.
Yeah, he thinks he's one of us. Well, anyway, the Democrats won. They won an open seat in Pennsylvania Supreme Court after campaigning on his pledge to uphold abortion rights. A Democrat won.
Okay.
And the Democrats took full control of Virginia State House, blocking Republicans from being able to pass new abortion restrictions and delivering a defeat to Governor Glenn Youngkin that may douse any buzz about a late entry into the GOP presidential primary. He's not coming in. He lost. Losing that, he can't come into the race later.
Okay.
So now in Virginia, the Democrats are over the House and the Senate.
Oh.
Only by one vote, I think.
One vote?
It's not a lot.
Okay.
The victories won't be enough to make Democrats feel secure heading into next year's presidential election. The off-year elections have major implications in all of those states and provide a snapshot of American politics heading into 2024. But two big names, Joe Biden and Donald Trump, weren't on the ballot this time. How Americans view them will be a huge factor. I said that in the race. When people vote, they usually vote all.
Right.
So if I'm coming to vote for Trump, I would have voted, I would have just voted all Republican.
Right.
Or if I was voting for Biden, I would have voted all Democrat.
Yeah.
So those two guys at the top of the list are important because they change the way that people vote.
Thank you.
So that's what's going on now.
So they're leaving it. I know they changed the how they treated in Ohio, like that little 10-year-old girl, the 11-year-old girl that was pregnant.
Oh yeah.
The decision now is
now
reversed.
they don't have to travel, I guess, to
she traveled out of state to another state that allows it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Christopher says, I would agree. People can't stand Trump. However, I'm worried about Biden's age. I agree. Even though Biden and Trump are around the same age.
I know.
But Biden seems older than Trump. Even though Trump is losing his mind, you know what the difference is.
Keep in mind, they both are kind of
what the difference is? What? Trump is an entertainer.
Yeah.
So when he messes up, he knows how to play off of it. Where Biden just loses it. Like Trump would say, I'm Obama, I'm going to beat Obama. And then the person will go, do you mean Biden? No, I'm gonna beat Obama because these people have the same mentality as Obama. He'll come back and make you think, I didn't lose my mind by saying that.
I'll take the age issue over the lack of knowledge on things because Trump don't know nothing. Sometimes he thinking he running against Obama. I'll take a chance with an older man, like going to Grandpa. Hey, Grandpa, you remember when you used to take us down south? He'll say bits and pieces of what he remembers, but he still don't go, well, or freeze up like McConnell.
Or make up something.
Yeah. Whereas Trump, he'll create his whole world.
McConnell just freezes. What do you think about the ban? What happened in Ohio? Ask me what I think about the ban that happened. I'm McConnell.
What do you think, Mitchell McConnell? What happened with the election in Ohio about the whole abortion situation?
I feel like we're gonna.
Mitch McConnell, Mr. McConnell, Mr. McConnell. Did you hear me, Mr. McConnell? Do I need to be?
I'm all right. The doctor just says I'm tired. That's all. You tired? Okay, yeah, we all idiots.
I'm
okay. Ask me again.
But we got to be careful. A lot of people they voice that they're so tired of people doing this age thing. So I don't know. We'll see.
Well, Nikki Haley says they all need to be gone. Oh. She wants all old people out of there.
And then God forbid if something clunks her on the head and she forgets things. Come on.
Let's see. Christopher says, yes, the Republicans redistricted my house district here in Nashville. Told you. They playing chess, y'all. Mm-hmm. The Democrats, I'm not a Democrat or Republican, so I ain't got no dog in this fight.
We're independent.
Both parties are dumb to me. But I'm telling you, the Republicans play chess and the Democrats play checkers. While y'all doing all this talking, they redistricting and doing all kind of stuff. All right. Okay. Christopher C. says, Chan. He says, change my representative from a Democrat who has been in office for 20 years to a Republican due to redistricting.
Yeah, that's the sly way of doing it. That's why, what's her name in Georgia? Abrams, Stacey. Yeah. I hope and pray Stacey gets involved in politics a little higher than where she's at now. But it's like she's an advocate for this.
Yeah,
she's really trying to make sure that voting rights are equal and everything the playing field is the same. And I'm hoping that she stays on that. You know?
Christopher says they split the district. Republicans are the majority in all the branches of government here in Tennessee, now with supermajority status. That's how they get you. I'm telling you.
That's fine.
That's how they get you. All right, y'all. So that's it with them. We'll move on. I told y'all I was going to be moving quick today. Ivanka Trump.
Okay.
The brains of the family. Mm. Yeah. You think I'm the brains? You need to get out of my daughter, Ivanka.
She's fine, ain't she?
Ivanka's the one that runs everything, and she's gorgeous. If she wasn't my daughter, I'd date her. I'm telling you, she's a gorgeous heck of a woman. She got long, beautiful legs and blonde hair like her mom. Got a mug that only her dad and everybody else in the world will love.
Would you bury her, pray tell, in the backyard?
I'm not burying her in no backyard. She's getting a monastery with a big giant thing.
How did he feel after her
speech? The mother, the one that fell down the stairs. She's buried in the back of Mariana.
Weeds growing over her planet.
But this one here's the brains of the family.
Did she?
While they're taking all my money, she's gathering about $600 and something million a year. She's gonna keep our family name going on. She's Ivanka Trump. She's so smart. You know how smart she is?
How?
While me and my 2 knucklehead sons are sitting there having a fight for our lives, she figured out a way not to even be prosecuted. She's a smart one.
A smart one. Okay.
Yeah.
Is this what this is?
She testified today.
Okay.
Ivanka Trump testimony in the New York civil fraud trial. Well, of course, Ivanka was running a lot of the stuff. But if she did the same thing her brothers did, I didn't know. But she wasn't contentious on the stand. The judge was liking her. She's a likable character, that Ivanka.
Not like her dad.
My stupid sons and myself, we contentious with them. We say no and we figure back and forth. But when she says no, the judge smiles because he likes her.
I wonder, does she wake up even feeling like, dang, I had to be in this family?
Ivanka Trump, I'm going to tell you why I've always liked Ivanka Trump, even though she's a liar like her dad. Ivanka is a businesswoman. And a lot of these businesses are liars. They all lie. Most of them lie. That's why they become billionaires, honestly. Mm-hmm. You don't become a billionaire being a really nice person and just letting workers have what they need and all.
Take advantage of you.
So she's a cutthroat. Mm-hmm. And so when you back her up against the wall, she's going to have it out. Okay. I didn't know that paper, read that. That wasn't, I hired people to read stuff like that. Or this was outside of the scope of the things that I did. Mm-hmm. Or she's very good. She's good. She knows how to move and will and deal. Mm-hmm. And it says Donald Trump's daughter, Ivanka Trump, testified today in the New York civil trial, where she discussed her role in negotiating loans for the Trump's purchases. Now, one person, this wasn't in this thing, a guy who's been around her, that's why I was telling you, she's not innocent. Not innocent. He said he remembered, it was a guy in real estate, and they was walking around one of the places, Trump places, and they was, it was Forbes. For them to be on the Forbes 400. Remember, Trump always wanted to be on the Forbes top 400 billionaires. And they were walking them around, and Donald Trump was talking about the place. Everything is beautiful with him, everything. Mm-hmm. And he mentioned the square footage of something, whether it was a room or something. And he actually said, because he's a moron, the real square footage, which was not as big. Okay. And she said, no, Dad, remember, the square footage is block, blank, blank, blank. She knew what was being written on the paper where that moron was telling Forbes different.
So it's almost like she
knew how to shield everything. She knew how to shield her dumb dad.
Like the brain in this business.
She's the brains of the family. Now, she would get me behind the door before we go out there. She said, now you listen here, Dad.
Let me do the talking.
Let me do the talking.
Don't share any other information other than what's on our paper.
And the Forbes guy said when she corrected him, I'm talking like Trump, when she corrected him, it was, that's how she gets away with it. Oh, Dad. He's being funny. My father is such a...
they played that role in The Apprentice.
Thank you.
When she sit at that table.
You're absolutely correct.
Their family dynamic.
He couldn't fire people. He would feel bad if he liked them. If they were sitting at the table, y'all remember The Apprentice. Trump has a hard time if people like him.
Yes.
Or if you say something nice, he has a hard time attacking you.
Because he liked the fact that you like him.
Yes. So people started picking up on that. Mm-hmm. And they would sit across the table from him. That's why he brought that old man in. Yeah. And Ivanka. You're not pulling any wool over our eyes, giving my dad a compliment. You didn't do a good job on that project.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
And see, the old man was mean with it.
Yeah, he was stern.
But Ivanka was nice. Mm-hmm. When you said that you did this as a project manager, it seems here I'm looking in the records and I don't see where you wrote down blank, blank. All of a sudden, she's looking at records. She looks at records.
So that's not good for her. How did she get out of this? How did it come?
The statute of limitations.
What?
She's beyond. When she was looking at the things, it was outside of the statute of limitations.
Oh.
And so she's smart. And they said her husband would call in. They have emails with her and her husband. And he would tell her to do certain things. Jared is smart too.
Yeah, he is.
And he would tell her, don't do this or do this, do this. And they got her on emails. That's why she had to come in and say, yes, those are my emails. I could tell you not to do something, but that's not illegal if I don't do it.
That's true.
So Jared was looking at that time stamp probably. He was like, you got to not do this at this time because you'll be within the statute of limits. But the moron father and the sons kept going.
So when you say statute of limitations,
you know, you can only sue somebody for a certain amount of time for something.
Oh.
So the stuff is past the time.
I didn't know that. Okay.
She was literally like, they were saying like a month or 2 months. It was so close. And you have to be a genius, they said, to figure it out because not 9/11, the pandemic, they extended certain things.
They sure did.
So her and Jared knew when things was being extended and they calculated it. See, she's saving his family.
Oh, wow.
Whatever they take from Trump, Ivanka gonna make it up because her and Jared are billionaires.
Wow.
And I think they said $650 million or something a year off of just investments. So very smart. Okay. And Jared used his time in the White House to make connections, like they talking about Hunter Biden. Same thing.
Yeah.
And I believe Hunter Biden did. I don't believe for 1 minute.
I think that's,
if y'all think he didn't use his dad,
right,
and that his dad didn't know he was using him, you guys I could sell y'all some tea in China.
Right.
You just gotta prove it. You gotta prove it.
And that would make sense. We would understand if you do use your family influence from that. Okay.
Of course.
So all right. We'll see.
So that's Ivanka Trump.
Did she hurt her dad's case or not?
She heard it because she had to admit certain things.
Okay.
Yeah. All but he's already lost.
Yeah, yeah. We waiting on what they do about it.
They keep going to Fox News and these other places acting like this is being tried again. Okay. It's already over. All they doing is just trying to figure out how much money to take from them. That's it.
Oh, okay.
All right. Christopher says they split the district. Okay, government now with supporting. And then, Emerald's here. Hey, ladies. Hey, Emerald. What are you looking at? Oh, the people's things. Hey, Emerald, what's up?
Emerald was here earlier.
Oh, she was? No, you wasn't. No, she wasn't. That's Rosebud, Christopher, Wendy.
No, at the very beginning.
Oh, I didn't see
Emerald, you were here earlier, right?
I didn't see Emerald.
Go ahead.
Okay. So the brains of the family.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Representative Rashida Tlaib, I can't never say her last name. I'll just say Rep Rashida. Okay. For Israel-Hamas war comment. She was censored.
Yeah. So they pretty much, that means shut up. They shut
now,
up.
If y'all remember, we talked about this. We talked about Marjorie Taylor Greene bringing that in front of the House to censor her. She brought in, or another lady brought to censor Marjorie Taylor Greene. Obviously, that didn't go through.
That didn't go through.
And they read a whole list of all the stuff she said and all this. But this went through.
You think because of what it was about? It's the topic.
You can't talk against Israel in this country. Very I told you
sensitive,
that.
Yeah.
The House voted 234 to 188. Some Democrats voted too to censor her.
Yeah, she may get
like 20 Democrats or something. Representative Rashida, I'll just say Representative Rashida, Democrat from Michigan, over her remarks related to Israel and Palestinians. 22 Democrats, so it's 22, joined the Republicans in voting to formally rebuke her for her comments. Wow. The measure, sponsored by Georgia Republican Rich McCormick, accuses her of promoting false narratives regarding the October 7, 2023 Hamas attack on Israel and for calling for the destruction of the state of Israel. It is the second attempt to formally punish her over her comments. Now, remember, we both said, I don't mind somebody saying, let's humanitarian, let's all pray for peace in the Middle East. But when you start saying something like, this group needs to go away or this group needs to go away, in my opinion, you need to be silenced. because now you're creating a hostile environment, and people are already messing with synagogues and all kind of other things now. So if you creating that atmosphere, that's going to make people feel like that.
And you would think you're in America, so you are a representative in our government,
right?
Why would you? If you, that's to say,
you're a government official.
If that's to say, for sake of argument, you've come from Russia, and you are part of the Senate or whatever the position she is,
Congress,
and you start making comments about Russia, Ukraine needs to be destroyed.
We giving billions of dollars to Ukraine.
You think we're gonna sit here and let you sit next to me as a co-team member and say Ukraine needs to be destroyed?
Right. But we need to find out what she said. So it says that she's the only Palestinian American in Congress, which is sad. There should be way more Palestinians.
Well, they are afraid to. If she's representing that spirit, then we don't want.
It says she has made several controversial comments about the war. She has defended her comments and says she is simply availing herself of freedom of speech. Censor is a symbolic move where the member who has been censored is called to the House floor, okay, as the Speaker of the House reads the text of measure. Members from both parties have criticized her comments, but most Democrats say they do not support censor as a response. It's almost like, remember back in the day, they say church, if you do something bad, they call you up to the front of the church and rebuke you.
They always did the women too when they got pregnant.
Well, the man never got rebuked. But that's what's going to happen to her. She has to come in front of Congress and be rebuked by the Speaker of the House. This is Game of Thrones, shame, shame walk. Shame! Shame!
He told me about that in that movie.
Shame!
I was like, what they do?
Shame!
They threw stuff.
Shame! They threw their feces, animal stuff, and the king or queen will walk down. Shame! Shame!
We do that here in this country.
That's what they bring back. That's a censor. So she has to go in front of Congress and be shamed.
When Trump loses, we should do that.
It would be so nice. Shame. Shame.
Shame. You can throw stuff.
Shame. People be throwing feces at him and all kind of stuff. Shame.
Oh,
his hair fly over and you see his bald spot. Shame. And a piece of boo-boo laying on his head and his hair can't come back. Shame. Shame. Shame for trying to get rid of the Constitution. Shame for leading a treasonous insurrection. People kicking in the doors of the Capitol. And all the people who work for the Capitol be right in the front.
Yeah.
Shame. I had to run out of my office. Shame. Pence. My wife cried all night long. Shame. Shame.
Oh, gosh. Oh, that was Game of Thrones?
That was Game of Thrones.
Oh, my goodness. So she has to go through. But you know what?
So she's going to be, that's the whole thing.
But what was she saying?
How stupid is that?
My thing is, why couldn't she have said, I don't know the details of
we
her
got to find out what
speech,
she said.
If anything, you should not wish death on any country or any ethnic group or whatever.
Yeah.
Just say the leadership, I'm not in agreement with the leadership there.
It says, among the comments and questions, a post that she did on X, formerly known as Twitter, where she shared a video featuring a Palestinian slogan that has been called anti-Semitic. From the river to the sea is an aspirational call for freedom, human rights, and peaceful coexistence, not death, destruction, or hate. My work in advocacy is always centered in justice and dignity for all people, no matter of faith or ethnicity. And that part I agree with. So we got to find out. He's going to read her thing. She's going to come stand in front of, it's stupid. Come stand in front of Congress, and then the Speaker of the House is going to read all the reasons why she's what she did, and they're going to shame her in front of everybody.
But I'm saying, if any of her comments was leading to the death of somebody or a country or a nation,
right?
That's not you. You don't need to be in our country. Then you need to either go back home,
right,
or you need to go to another country.
If she said this, if she said something,
or
that
go to
like
a country that feels the way you do.
But if she just said, I'm humanitarian on both sides, I wish we could stop, that's not enough to shame somebody.
I highly thought I'm thinking she didn't say that.
So we got to find out.
She's probably wishing death on a country.
We don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
So when with the shame, they'll bring her in the front and he'll read off all the things that she supposedly said and the reason why she got shamed in front of everybody.
Girl, I thought it was the other lady that wears the head covering.
No, I thought so too.
Because she's made some little
but
crazy
she's not.
comments.
I think it's because she's Palestinian. This one, Rashida.
Okay.
I think that's the reason.
Okay.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Because if Marjorie Taylor Greene didn't get shamed in front of everybody, I'm trying to figure out what can anybody say that would have you called up to the front and to get rebuked in front of everybody.
And I did appreciate. I have to go back and listen again. I told my sister I couldn't talk about it today because I don't know the clear comments that were made when Hillary Clinton was on The View today. And I forgot her position was when she was with Obama, Secretary of...
She was Secretary of State.
Yeah, so she really broke down the relationship with the countries, Egypt, Israel, Gaza, all of that. And the history of where we were when they signed peace treaties and all of that. Gaza or Hamas went against it.
Right.
Things like that. And I'm sitting here listening to her like, wow.
Both of them went against it.
Yeah.
Hamas went against stuff and Israel went against stuff. They was occupying places, land that was given to the Palestinians. So both sides. That's what I'm saying. Right. And what people don't understand is that what I said, I've been saying this, I don't understand why people don't listen to me. We only got 3 people in the room. Is because Benjamin, the prime minister, he does not want Palestine there. He doesn't want a 2-state solution. He don't want, he don't want them there at all.
But I'm thinking partly what Hillary Clinton was saying. Where did that come from?
Because in Hamas,
she was in office in her position. That was not the
because they elected Hamas to be their leader, and in there's some kind of writing that they have on what they believe is to exterminate Jews. Not live next to them peacefully, not coexist, is to get rid of them.
Okay.
So that's the problem. And so they feel like he does that if the people didn't want it, they shouldn't have had it happen. But he don't realize we didn't want Combe over and he was our president. So people don't always have a say. It's always who has the biggest voice over you, and whoever can force you to do stuff. Okay. So Emerald says, no, she just got here. That's what I told you.
Oh, okay. That must have been Wendy.
And she says, sorry, I'm late. Oh, no problem, Emerald. And then Christopher is laughing. And then Wendy saying hi to M. So we'll see. When she goes through her shame moment, we'll find out
exactly what was said.
What she said that was so offensive for them to censor her. We'll see.
Because I have a problem even with the leadership and the leadership making crazy decisions. I do. But I have a problem when people do a blanket statement to get rid of that whole nation or that whole country or whatever they say. And that's wrong to me.
So we'll see.
Go ahead.
All right. We'll see what she said in her shame moment when it comes up. All right. So my mother saw this.
I heard y'all talking about the panda bears.
Ma, you was talking about these panda bears.
They're so cute though. You think you want to just think you could touch them and
then they claw you to death.
And your face come off.
Yeah.
You're like,
you getting clawed by something that's cute.
They're so cute.
You're so cute. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, you're a beautiful animal. Oh, oh, you even look cute when you do that. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, half my head is gone. But you're cute though. You are cute.
Oh, they're precious.
They're bears.
I know. Go ahead. Like a koala.
He's still a bear.
So cute. They little funny.
With long nails.
I know.
Clunky right over your head. Oh, you're so cute. You cute little koala bear. Oh, half my face is gone. But you're so cute. You're so cute. If I have to die, I'd rather die from something that's cute.
Though.
Stupid.
Go ahead.
All right. 3 remaining pandas have left the National Zoo. Why is China taking their pandas back? You know why China's taking their pandas back? Because they're getting ready to go to war. It's going to be World War III, and China's like, get those panda bears out of there.
It must be something else.
How come all of my characters?
Everything's coming.
Why is all my characters Italian?
I know. What's wrong with that?
Because a China person wouldn't say, get those panda bears out of there. But if I say it another way, that'd be racist.
Yeah. But this racist when you do it the Italian way.
China Bell must leave.
I saw.
This is not the channel to watch if you're politically correct.
I know, because when you even do the Hispanic, the Latino.
Oh, senor.
Oh, Cisco. Oh,
you're right. They wouldn't say it Italian. They say it like we would say Chinese.
But you sound like how Joy on The View. She hates when people do stereotypes.
That's a stereotype.
Italians.
I thought about it very long time. Very long time. Panda Bear must leave now.
I don't like if we doing an accents and that's your.
Well, we do us as black people.
Sure. Yeah.
Why is Tyrone like, yo, man, what's up?
What's up?
See, so we do the
or
same
the
thing.
Southern, like they stupid.
Right.
You know what I've been through. Because our cousin would hate.
That's horrible.
I know. God. Our cousin, my mom's cousin.
That's like a slave.
She hated when
you
we
did a
like
slave.
I did.
Yeah. You know, I was a master. Don't come. Oh, Lord, don't chop my foot off, man. That's what you sound like.
And that's wrong. Every slave that talk like that.
The 12 years as a slave, that dude came from the north, and he was speaking with Tom Cruise. Not Tom Cruise. What's his name? Brad Pitt.
Very articulate.
And he's like, "You're not like all the other slaves." Oh, really? I'm not. I'm not like all the other slaves.
In Oxford.
Yeah. Why do you think I'm different? Because what is it about me that's different?
Yous don't talk like this.
What is it about you that's different? Yeah. The fact that you standing up like a man and talking to me.
They used to tease me.
Normally you be like this. Oh, Lord, I don't want to look in the eye.
It's funny because Michelle Obama would say, being raised in the Chicago area, they teased her saying that she talked white. And she was
from
like,
Chicago?
Because she went to, she talked proper English.
That's the other thing. Why you speak English?
Talking?
That's white talking.
You talking
to me,
white girl. You a white girl.
No, white girl to me, when I do white girl, that's valid.
You're like
oh my God.
Like
oh my God. That's
like,
white to me.
Let's listen.
Not speaking English is not white to me.
I know, but that's what they
And Bob is always stale. Hey, one day I was walking down the river.
That's what
Lord God save my soul.
Martin would always do Bob from the office.
Yeah, Bob. No, he did Bob like Bob from marketing, man. It's the surfer dude. Martin's white man is surfer dude. Yeah, everybody, come on, let's have a great time. Let's have some tequila. All right. That's him.
Okay. But yeah, being politically correct, you're right. How you
Well, I'm doing this Chinese.
Okay.
The National Zoo's 3 giant pandas, Tian, Mei Qing, and Chokoji left Washington, D.C.
Panda Bear 1, Panda Bear 2.
They all left, it's 3 of them, this Wednesday.
Oh.
And were taken to the international airport in Virginia, where they boarded onto a specialty-equipped Boeing FedEx Panda Express to begin their long trans-Pacific flight to China.
Panda Express?
They being funny.
Oh,
they said they was a Panda Express.
Oh, that's cute.
According to the zoo, the pandas are traveling with approximately 220 pounds of bamboo, 8 pounds of leaf-eating biscuits. This is ridiculous. 5 pounds of low-starch biscuits.
You know how long they on that flight?
6 pounds of apples, 5 pounds of carrots, 6 pounds of sweet potatoes, and 3 pounds of sugar cane.
For 3 bears.
1 pound of pears and 1 pound of cooked squash for the 19-hour flight.
19 hours.
Cigarettes.
I'm surprised.
Remember back in the day, yes. They marched through the plane and through the theater. Cigarettes. Anybody want to
have that thing on at the baseball games?
Yes. So okay. I guess whoever's feeding them is walking through the aisle with all this stuff on.
But you know what? I thought that
you want a biscuit. Your biscuit here. You want a carrot?
Sleep for part of the way.
Thank you. They put our animals to sleep.
I thought they would for a long time.
No, these guys are up eating the whole way.
Wow.
According to the zoo, the pandas are traveling approximately 200. I already said that. Mm-hmm. Speaking outside an empty panda enclosure, National Zoo Director Brandy Smith called it a hard morning. It's the first time in 23 years the zoo has been without pandas.
Why did they take them back?
I told you why. Because they're getting ready to declare war.
What is their reason for this?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Since the zoos across the country have hosted giant pandas for years at a time, but that practice is coming to an end. And soon there will be no pandas in the United States. The zoos in Memphis, San Diego have already returned their pandas to China.
Isn't it something how their ears are black?
Atlanta Zoo and another panda, Atlanta Zoo are set to be returned later this month. Why Atlanta got to be the black zoo got to be late?
Because they ain't get there on time.
We need y'all to return.
They missed the truck.
Very kind to you. We need panda returned by November 1st. In Atlanta. What? We need a panda returned by November 1st. All right, Jamal. When you come back off Thanksgiving, make sure you get them pandas over there to that old China zoo.
What you talking about, man? They want the pandas back.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
And then did you hear what they want us to put with these dang old pandas? 18 pounds of biscuits and carrots.
Food. I'm gonna want some of myself.
Man, I ain't giving them pandas all of that.
I had to put them to sleep, man, when they won't have to eat nothing.
We got homeless people sitting up here, and these pandas get going back with tons of food.
Why had to be Atlanta?
That's why I said a black zoo. Why gotta be the black zoo?
That's late with the pandas.
How
many pandas?
Excuse
me. So
it
must be one panda for each.
Sorry, so very sorry. Atlanta Zoo. Atlanta Zoo. I heard conversation with Jamal. No, panda must be now. Now. I'm getting Mabel to do it. Mabel, just shoot them pandas up with some stuff and they'll be asleep. That's the only way we're going to get rid of them. Who moving them dang old pandas? I ain't moving them dang old pandas.
That's right.
We're going to have somebody come get them. I ain't touching damn panda. I've been at this zoo for 10 years. I ain't never went in there.
The Atlanta Zoo is late.
The Atlanta Zoo.
But how many pandas? Because you making it sound like it's just 3.
No, pandas all over the country. Our country.
They're taking back all the pandas?
All the pandas.
So how many pandas is that?
I don't know.
Oh.
It said in 2024, the first time in more than 50 years, there will be no pandas in the United States.
Yeah, China, what's going on? Why are you taking the pandas back?
I'm going to move on after this.
What?
The last 2 holdouts, zoos.
Oh, Chicago?
No. Washington, D.C.
Oh.
Let's move on.
Yeah, because you know why.
Why the 2 black zoos, the last 2?
They the last one.
It said once Atlanta and Washington returns theirs, there'll be no more pandas in the United States.
How do we know they not holding them for hostage?
I ain't returning nothing. Oh. Why they doing what you do? Why y'all want y'all pandas anyway?
Yeah, why you want the pandas back?
Why you want?
They cute bears.
So what? Hey, Jamal, guess what? So we return the pandas, what's gonna happen? You gonna bomb us or something? I ain't returning nothing. Them pandas gonna stay here. Hey, I'm gonna bring one in my house. That's how much I'm keeping the pandas.
Tell me why you want them.
The 2 black zoos. Atlanta and Washington
D.C.
They waiting on our pandas.
Holding out for the pandas. Okay. But I really would like to know the real reason. China's probably not going to tell us.
No, they ain't going to tell us.
Do they want us to go to China to see the bears if we ever want to see a panda?
It said, did you know giant pandas are China's national animal?
Yeah.
That's probably why. It's a symbolic.
We ain't asking for eagles back.
No, we don't.
Don't eagles live other places?
You know America don't care about no eagle.
I know, not like this panda thing.
They care about these animals.
Okay. We do care about eagles because there's a law that you can't kill them.
Until somebody get hungry. You see somebody.
Well, right now, we get in trouble if we kill an
eagle.
But
I think, my opinion, they don't like us. They want their national animals back.
Okay.
They don't like what's going on, and they getting ready to move on Taiwan.
I
don't know. I'm just throwing this out there allegedly. I believe they getting ready to move on Taiwan and Vietnam, and they don't want any other animals. They're national animals because they feel like we would probably hurt them. You know, some old dumb person that kicked in the doors of the Capitol.
Yeah, go
to the zoo and mess with the pandas.
If China messes with us.
Exactly.
Or other places. Okay.
So we'll see.
Bye to the pandas. They're pretty bears, though.
Well, don't worry. because the Atlanta Zoo and the Washington Zoo, they haven't returned.
I can still go take a quick trip there, and they probably still hold on to them.
They gonna have them pandas I'm telling you, they not letting them go because they think something up.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay. Everybody saying hi to each other. All right. Am I done?
The time?
Yeah.
No, because you got to do.
I'm keep going. Now this one, you didn't see this, did you?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Every day I try to do something funny. Or whatever. It could either be funny or just that you know, right?
Mm-hmm.
This pastor or deacon or whatever he is, you know how people release doves at funerals?
At funerals. Okay.
Yeah, and the dove flies, and that represents the person's spirit flying.
When doves
fly. When doves fly. Okay, well, cry.
Yeah. Right, this one, when doves fly.
And my brothers, I heard David said just the other day, oh, if I had wings like this dove, for then will I fly away and be at rest.
Need to fly.
Somebody said
the way
he was holding it.
The way he threw it.
Hold on. Somebody said he squeezed the life out of that dove.
I thought he was going to kill him in his hand.
Long before he threw it. Somebody said that pastor did a baseball pitch. What dove would survive that?
Now it's actually when doves cry. Because that dove is crying.
Somebody said, why would he chuck it in the air like that?
You're supposed to release him.
He threw it like a baseball. And then the way he choking it while he talking about it, that dove was like,
that must mean something with this
whoever that person is.
Wow, you got to see this one too. Okay. Go do
Somebody said, did he say fly away and be at rest?
Yes, he did.
So the dove did exactly what he said.
He was at rest.
Somebody said that pastor's going to hell.
Yes.
And somebody said, listen to the background, and people said, ooh.
I couldn't hold my laugh.
Somebody said, see, the internet never loses. Somebody said, now he got to do a funeral for the dove.
When doves cry. When they don't fly, they cry. Oh, this man. Play that again.
Somebody said that's a Family Dollar dove.
Oh, gosh.
Right.
Family Dollar. Okay.
And my brothers, I heard David said just the other day, oh, if I had wings like this dove, for then will I fly away and be at rest.
Somebody said he didn't fly away. And look at the little boy at the end. You see the little boy coming at the end?
No. I heard David said just the other day,
look at
oh, if I had wings.
Look, the feathers like coming off of him already.
For then will I fly away and be at rest.
Somebody said amen.
And my brother.
I felt bad. Now, you know what? Animal rights people may get him. They're going to tear him up. Oh,
they're going to tear you up for laughing.
That poor little bird, though, the dove is in his hands. He probably like, I ain't going to make it. He could
at least let him go. Then that way he got a chance. Oh, he pitched him like a baseball.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm glad you found this one. Oh, God.
Wings like a dove.
I heard David said
the wings is coming off of him now.
If I had wings like this dove, for then will I fly away and be at rest.
Ridiculous.
Oh, gosh.
All right.
Okay.
Now, you always want to know who Charlemagne the God's donkey of the day is.
Yes, this man looked like a donkey.
A New Jersey man with decade-long criminal history crashes a stolen ambulance into a store, and then he hits a cop car. Marcus Stapleton reportedly has a lengthy criminal history dating back nearly 20 years.
Oh my goodness.
Marcus Stapleton of New Jersey stole and crashed an ambulance 3 times before police apprehended him Monday morning following a 2-hour crime spree.
Oh no.
He allegedly stole the ambulance, drove it to the front of a convenience store where he was asking the clerk, for directions.
Oh my goodness. Truly a
Then as he was pulling out, he hit a parked cruiser before driving it a short distance, crashing it again, and ultimately fleeing on foot before police caught him.
How did he get on the other side?
Now,
I guess the fence.
Probably jump. He gives him Donkey of the Day because he just got out of prison. He still got his little prison bag with him. Just walked out of prison.
What is wrong with him?
Stole an ambulance, went to the store, asked the store clerk for directions. Told the store clerk he stole the ambulance and there was a body in it. Asked for directions. Then hit a car at the service station. Got out of the ambulance, went back in the store and asked again. He wanted clarity on the directions.
So prison didn't help him.
Got back in the ambulance and made a mistake and crashed into the store. Then the lady had already called the police when he said he stole the ambulance from the first time.
Goodness.
So the police was already on him.
Right.
So then the cruiser parked on like this in the street as he was coming, thinking he would stop. He ran right through the cruiser and kept going.
Like in the movies.
Like in the movies. And kept going and crashed a couple of more times. So he finally jumped out. You see, he got a flat tire. Finally jumped. That's probably what stopped him.
You think he'll be able to get out again?
No.
After all of this?
So Charlemagne the God said he thinks that this man wanted to go back to prison.
You think?
Yeah, he did.
It ain't the same as what's his name on the Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence movie.
Because he said he didn't do it.
He ran and he knew he was going to get shot.
But he didn't do a victim crime. That's why he thinks he wanted to go back.
I think mentally was not right with him.
I think personally he was on drugs or something.
Oh, really?
Why would you do all of that?
That is so crazy what he did. And you say he just got out. Just
walked out of prison.
For how many years? 20?
20 years or something.
Yeah, he was in there too long. He didn't have his head together. Whoa, God. Donkey.
So that was your donkey of the day.
Wow. He did what Fugitive. He stole the ambulance.
I had one brief moment in The Fugitive.
And how she got it is she pretended to be me.
Have you told this story before?
I don't think so. The call was for me. They called me to
this was back in the day when I was working on a lot of movies and stuff. I would do like a lot of movies. I would be second AD or I would be like extras or something. But mostly I worked
photos in to be extras in movies.
Mostly I worked as an assistant director where I worked with people like you. What is it? Extras. Or I worked in casting. I used to work for a casting agency in Chicago.
But I think you were working a full-time job then. That's why I was surprised at you, unless you had flexible time.
I think I was working in the casting.
Okay.
But anyway, they called Lenore on the phone.
Because we sent our photos in and they picked my photo up and called me and said, can I come in for as an extra in The Fugitive?
And I said yes. And then I came.
She took the call and said, pretend to be me.
Because she didn't care about stuff like that. That was my life.
I think I was at a 9
and you was
to 5.
working, yeah. But you didn't care about movie life like that.
That's why you felt you should take it. But I did. I would have loved to have been an extra in the movie.
So I get there and I'm on set and I have on a turquoise coat. And this was the scene where Harrison Ford
crossing the street.
He was trying to get clothes to switch his clothes. Yeah. And he went into some shop and came out and he bumped into me. That was my big moment. Till they cut it out of the movie.
They cut it out, but didn't they show
you know why? Because through the whole movie, he's bumping into everybody. Oh, that's why they was like, there's too many bumping scenes. So they cut mine out. But you still see me walking down the street past him.
And then they used our car. They used
our car at one of the places.
It was parked.
One of the houses that he was at. Not him, the other guy. Tom.
The one that was after him.
Yes.
Okay.
Y'all, I forget. My mind is, y'all know who that was after him.
Yeah, who was after him? Because he was in U.S. Marshals.
Yes.
Okay.
Our car was outside that house as the person's car.
Now, you said you took the last...
And they pay you for that.
The salad when y'all was out in the back eating.
The thing that my one Harrison Ford, what's his name? Ford story was Tommy Lee Jones. We would have break. And then we would eat, all the people, the extras and all that stuff. And Harrison Ford always likes to eat with everybody. He didn't like to just be in his trailer. He's a real nice guy. And Tommy Lee Jones didn't say nothing to nobody.
He wasn't nice.
No.
He was just kept to himself.
He kept himself.
Okay.
He'd eat a sandwich in his car. You couldn't go around him or nothing. Where Harrison Ford was the exact opposite. He always was out with everybody and laughing and joking. So he came in. I was the last person in line for the buffet. And there was salad. And I got the last of the salad. It was only a little bit left. And I was already complaining that people didn't really leave nothing. And he came in right after me. He was in the buffet line. He came in.
Don't they eat their own food?
He wanted to eat with everybody.
Oh, that was nice of him.
And he said, "Who took all the salad?"
Did you volunteer? Did you say?
And I had the plate. I was right in front of him with the salad. And everybody started laughing. He started laughing. I said, "I didn't know. Did you want my salad, Mr. Ford?" He's like, "I'm just joking." But he knew he was making fun when he said, "Who took all the salad?" Because I took the last of the salad.
Right.
And I even said that. I said it wasn't even that much. They took all this. All these people here took all the salad, Mr. Ford.
I have seen that movie. Tell them quickly about the one our cousin was in. We don't have to say names, but the what's her name? Julia Roberts movie.
Oh yeah. Why you want to hear about that?
Because it's another story on the scene and how
she was an extra. She was an extra on a Julia Roberts movie, and they did a lot of scenes that it was important scenes.
Yeah,
where my cousin was in those scenes in the background.
Yeah,
and they were nice to extras. Yeah, I don't know how things have changed, but people would talk. People get these little jobs and think they all that, where they don't know. I'm the type of person. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you the person sweeping the floor or the star of the movie. I'm gonna talk to you the same way. Right. I don't care who you are.
Right.
So they would talk down to the extras, and I brought her that day. I wasn't an extra, but I just took her because that told you I was into the whole movie thing.
Right.
And so she shot all day. Anybody know anything about shooting? Wendy, no, because she an actress. You all day could be for one little thing, but they shot with her all day with Julia Roberts, and she was in the background of this one scene. Well, after they finished shooting, the guy was like, "You need to," he was yelling at my cousin, "You need to get in there and put this on," or something like that.
Me.
And then she was like, "Who you talking to?" Because she like me. Our family is
she
the
was
same
younger
way.
then too.
She said, "Who you talking to?" He said, You need to get in there and blame. She said, "I don't need to do nothing. I'm gone." And then he said, "Where are you going?" She said, "I'm going home. I don't care about this. I don't want to be no movie star." And then I said, "Oh, you can't do that. You can't." I said, "You gonna leave." So she left. They called her, begged her to come back because Julia Roberts had to redo all those scenes.
But he shouldn't have been mean. See, it's because of him. They wasted money and time.
So it's how you talk to people.
Yes,
you don't know who you talk, and he don't know who she is. She could have been somebody's sister or cousin, or she was just an extra.
Yeah. Extra.
But you should treat everybody the same. I was going to show that latest Keith Lee video. He did a video where the woman started praising God. She didn't know. He told you he don't go in there. He sends his family. Oh. And he talks about, I'll do this real quick. He talks about, they was at Six Flags in Atlanta. And it was 11 o'clock, and they was trying to get something to eat, and the park closed at 11. So when they would go to the places in the park, it wasn't nothing that you would want, or it was closed down. So they got on the phone and called this West Indian place that closed at 11. And they said, "Do you?" And he didn't say who he was. It's his sister. She said, we at the park, we from out of town. We so hungry. We wasn't able to get nothing. Do you mind staying open for another 5-10 minutes so we can come by and get something? And she said the lady was nice. She said, "Yeah, come on in." So she opened the door. His sister or cousin or whoever went in and got the food and then came back out. You know, he eats in his car. And they all ate their food. And he said, this is good.
The food was good.
He's
a critic. He's a food critic.
Keith Lee. So he went back and she said, oh, and she started crying. She said, oh my God, I prayed and asked God to bring you to my restaurant.
She did.
She said, oh my God.
Isn't that beautiful?
She said, I prayed.
Because once he gives his critique on your food and it's good, your business shoots up.
She said, God answered my prayer. And I didn't even know. He said, that's why I wanted to come back. Because you didn't know it was me.
That's beautiful.
He said, I didn't know you was praying that God was sending me
here. And she left her doors open to feed them. She could have very well said, we closing. We closed.
And he said, he said something had led me to come in here.
That's beautiful.
And he said, come to her place. If God go to Keith Lee's page, look at his latest critique.
Okay.
He said, come to her place. And she started crying and praising God.
Oh,
and now her restaurant gonna be off the chain
and he's been known too to give really nice tips.
Thank you.
Beautiful
and the food was good.
Yeah. So we write down some of those places that he says very well if we're in that town or that city.
Right.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So that's it. You want to say a prayer?
Yeah. Father God, we thank you. We give you glory and honor, oh God. We continue to pray, oh God, for the families of every person represented listening to our show, oh God. We just pray blessings over the families, even the unspoken prayers, oh God, that some of the people listening to us may be going through or dealing with. We pray, oh God, that you would cover them and strengthen them in the mighty name of Jesus, and including our family, oh God, with the loss of our dad. We thank everyone for their prayers and all of condolences, oh God, and we just give you glory and honor for having the opportunity to choose you for eternal life, oh God. We continue to pray peace in the Middle East in the name of Jesus. And we continue to pray for our leaders, oh God, in this country. We continue to pray a spirit of adoption over Trump. Oh God, we make jokes and laugh, but we pray that you save him because you died for this world. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. And we thank you for dying for the world, oh God. And we just continue to give your name the glory and praise in Jesus' name. Amen.
For God did not send his son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. Shame! Shame! Shame!
Game of Thrones. That is something else. Okay.
So. All right, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is our book. 100 family-friendly jokes and it's on Amazon. The link is in the description.
We get this volume 2 out. Oh,
yes. Okay. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the like button because that's the only way the computer sees us. Always believe. And you know they're really going to shun us because we pray at the end of the thing now. So we have to have y'all pray that God will, will expand the show.
That's okay.
Always believe. And that was another Woods Report.
I see the delay.
See y'all later.